Hey guys, what's going on? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today I want to get into Derek Carr's visit with the New York Jets, what we know, and just some thoughts. So, Derek Carr spent the weekend with the New York Jets. Here's what we know. On Saturday afternoon, they went to a little lunch. Derek Carr, Robert Saleh enjoying lunch in Summit, New Jersey. Fiorino Ristorante is where they went. It was Saleh, Hackett, and Downing were there. Those were the three guys at the table with Derek Carr. And obviously the connection there that they have is Downing spent 3 years with Derek Carr. And in those 3 years, Carr made the Pro Bowl each and every season. Now, the last one wasn't great in 2017. He didn't really have the best season then. But in 15-16, he was pretty solid, I thought anyway. 61-1 completion percentage in 2015. 3,987 yards, 32 touchdowns, 13 picks, and a 91-1 rating. In 2016, followed that up. Completion percentage goes up 63.8%, 3,987 yards, 28 touchdowns, six interceptions, a 96.7 rating. And then you see Downing get promoted to the offensive coordinator. Things don't go nearly as well. 3,496 yards, 22 touchdowns, 13 picks for an 86.4 rating. Still fine, but really 15 and 16 when Downing was his quarterback coach is when they had the most success. And luckily, Downing is not the one calling plays. It's Nathaniel Hackett who will be the offensive coordinator for the Jets, and the pass game coordinator is Downing. So can Derek Carr run an offense ran by Nathaniel Hackett? Yeah, he has experience in the West Coast offense. So theoretically, that should not be an issue. He has, again, he's played in that style before, and just overall, like stylistically, that should be a fit. I'm not overly concerned whether or not Derek Carr will be able to fit in the system if the Jets were to sign him. So also I wanted to mention that people are going to be very upset. And why am I saying that in advance? Because I've seen a lot of people say, don't let him leave the building. Sign him right now. Well, that's not going to happen. I promise you that is not going to happen. He's going to take visits. He's going to take his time. And it's going to be a little bit of a slow process. I mean, he visited the Saints already. The Jets are number 2 on this list. I'd imagine the Panthers could be involved. And, you know, beyond that, we'll see who, if anyone, is interested in Derek Carr. But I don't think it's going to be something where, like, he signs immediately. I think he'll take his time, which actually kind of plays into the Jets' favor a little bit when you consider their other favorite quarterback option, Aaron Rodgers, is in his darkness retreat. I think still at this point, it's Sunday. I'd imagine he is still in his darkness retreat. So I would imagine he's getting out tomorrow, Tuesday, and maybe a decision shortly thereafter. But they're kind of lining up perfectly, which makes you see like, okay, what is Rodgers going to do? And then can you pivot and sign Derek Carr? My stance on this is still pretty much the same. I think you have to come away with either of these two guys. Rodgers is the one who has the higher ceiling because he's, former MVP, won it twice recently in 2020 and 2021. A little bit of a down year for Rodgers this past year, a little bit of a down year for Carr this past year, but I think both play the quarterback position well. And I think, and I mentioned it in my video earlier when it was announced that Derek Carr was coming to visit with the New York Jets, I think they'd be fine with a quarterback who's like, I don't know, the 12th best quarterback in the NFL. Something like that. I think he'd be really solid here with the New York Jets and the weapons they have and the defense. Let's face it. Carr has not had any sort of functioning defense in any single year he's been in the NFL, so that'd be a massive upgrade. But it's a little bit of a waiting game now. We have some information. He came, he visited, he got lunch, he got some Italian food. I loved Green Bean's breakdown, by the way, if you haven't seen. Check out Green Bean's breakdown of what he thinks he was ordering. Hilarious stuff. Love Green Bean. Great content over there. But Derek Carr did his visit. I'm sure he's going to talk with some other teams, and then we'll see. And I think that plays into the Jets' hand because they're waiting on another quarterback who isn't technically available yet, Aaron Rodgers. So we'll see what ends up happening, but let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I am Matt O'Leary. Subscribe here if you are new, and I will talk to you next time.